Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for another race weekend schedule here at Flying 118 Motorsports. So we have a really, just glancing at it, and actually, we're kind of going to be going through it together. Didn't really take too close a look, but just kind of quickly looking at it here. Very exciting weekend. A lot of high quality racing coming our way. So I'm very much looking forward to reviewing everything with you guys. So I say let's get started. Let us do this, and we're going to start off with the on Saturday for September 21st. Sorry, Saturday, September 21st. We're going to start off with some blank paint GTWC America round 6 at Road America Race 1, and that's a 90-minute race. So we're going to start off the weekend with some good road racing, and we'll get to where we can watch all the racing on the streaming services in a little bit. So bear with me. Let's get through the schedule, and then we'll attack that. To continue on Saturday, we're going to move forward with the GT4 America, and that's sprint round 7 at Road America Race 1. That's a 50-minute race. And then we're also going to see on Saturday the GT4 America Sprint X round 7 East round 5 Road America Race 1, and that's 60-minute. So a lot of road racing to kick off the weekend, which is awesome. We're going to move forward. We're going to get into some Indy Lights, round 17, Laguna Seca Race 1 at the WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca, which, I'll be honest with you folks, I mean, there's not many tracks. I mean, I love a lot of tracks, but there's not many tracks where the cars that are on it are kind of irrelevant to me, because I just love the track so much. I just love watching bikes and cars going around Laguna Seca. I'll watch anything on Laguna Seca. So very cool to see them on the schedule. Once again, the Indy Lights round 17, Laguna Seca Race 1. After that, we're moving forward. We're getting into some Monster NASCAR Cup round 28 playoffs. Federated Auto Parts 400 at Richmond Raceway. It's going to be exciting. Things are heating up. So I don't know how many of you have been following, but this should be an exciting one. We'll see what happens. I think this could be a pivotal race for a lot of key drivers. So I'll definitely be watching this one. This should be a ringer. After this, we get into the third practice session of the F1 GP at Singapore, and then a couple hours after that, we get into the qualifying for the F1 race in Singapore. So that will wrap up our Saturday schedule, Saturday, September 21st, and we're going to move forward into Sunday, September 22nd. Like I said, high quality racing this weekend. A lot of really, really good stuff. We're going to move forward into, boom, back to blank paint, GTWC America round 6, Road America Race 2, and that's a 90-minute race. So these cars are so cool. I mean, that Aston Martin is just unreal. Very much looking forward to catching some of that. And then we move forward into British Superbike round 10, the TT Assen, 2 races at Assen. So that's a great track. This picture is not of Assen. A lot of the pictures aren't really in sync with the races, but this is Cadwell Park, I believe. Or is this, I think the picture I'm looking at, and I know someone's probably screaming at me right now, Bolton Park or Cadwell Park? I think it's Cadwell Park. Great picture. Love this picture. So that's British Superbikes, once again, round 10 on Sunday. And then we get back to GT4 America round sprint round 7, Road America Race 2, 50-minute race. And then again, GT4 America Sprint X round 7 East, round 5. race number 2, and that's a 60-minute race. So awesome. Continue into Indy Lights, round 18, Laguna Seca, race number 2. Once again, you say Laguna Seca, that's it for me. I'm there. Just say Laguna Seca. End of story. And I'm there. Continuing, IndyCar, round 17, Grand Prix of, you guessed it, Laguna Seca. So, sick race. That's very high on my list for Sunday. Things are going to heat up on Sunday, as you'll see, because we're going to continue with European Le Mans Series, round 5, the 4 hours of Spa. So many, high quality cars on high quality tracks. It's tough when you get into a weekend like this. Do you really have enough DVR machines? Are you really subscribed to enough streaming services? It's pretty crazy to keep up. It's just one of those weekends where it's going to take you like the whole rest of the week just to catch up on what happened in one weekend. Such cool racing. So, once again, that's European Le Mans round 5, 4 hours of Spa. Continuing into, it's just one uppercut after another here, into MotoGP round 14, the Gran Premio di Aragon at the Motorland Aragon in Tarruf, Spain. My pronunciation not that great. I gave it a shot. Sorry. But it's MotoGP. Very exciting. So, like I said, big weekend. I have been, just on a little bit of a side note, I've been looking for any way of streaming or finding MotoGP to watch. As you know, it's one of those very difficult things. The official MotoGP YouTube channel puts out little clips here and there. Much appreciated, but it's like giving people a little tic-tac. It doesn't really do much. There's one service, and it's getting away from me right now, and I apologize. There's only one pay streaming service that you can get MotoGP races from. I remember a handful of years back, I subscribed to it. It was pretty good. I think for the season, it's not too bad. Here, it would be $49 US, I believe, to stream the races for the season. Not bad. I think I may revisit that going into next season. But, of course, you get everything. You get the qualifying, you get the races, plus I believe you get to replay anything. It's all available like video on demand, all for one price. So, very cool. We're going to continue on Sunday. MXGP, round 19, the MXGP of Hong Kong. Awesome. It's so awesome. Stay tuned to the official MXGP YouTube channel. They've been putting out a ton of content, keeping you up to date. Awesome. So much good stuff this weekend. We're going to continue into the TCR of Europe, rounds 11 and 12 at Barcelona, which is, of course, the circuit of Catalonia. Another high-quality circuit in play with an awesome race series. And then to wrap up the weekend, or to kind of just bring it all together, the F1 GP of Singapore. Awesome. This is just an awesome race weekend. I am really, as soon as I'm done with this broadcast, I think I'm going to go restock on my popcorn, and then, boom, just kind of park it. I am very excited for this. So it all looks really, really good. And as always, I think one of the more important things to do is to take a gander at the streaming services. Before we do, I know sometimes people ask or text me, what are you watching this weekend? What looks good to you? I think I've kind of commented up to this point. I know on Saturday, the Monster NASCAR, the playoff round at Richmond, yeah, that's gonna be a rip. probably catch some blank paint. I know the blank paint in GT4 is going to be probably covered by one of the streaming services. Indy Lights on at Laguna Seca. If I can catch that, I definitely will. And then, of course, qualifying the F1 qualifying. Moving forward to Sunday, take your pick. A ton of content. European Le Mans, 4 hours of Spa. MotoGP, unfortunately, I didn't subscribe. You can subscribe per race if you'd like. I believe it's about $10-11 US for one race. I think there's so much content I don't need to pay for this weekend. If MotoGP was one of the few things that was going on and there wasn't really all this other high quality racing, maybe I'd pay for it, but I'm going to pass on it this weekend. But British Superbikes, if I can catch it, absolutely. Formula One on Sunday for sure. MXGP, same thing, very, very difficult to catch coverage of. And then IndyCar. So I'd say top of my list, IndyCar, Laguna Seca, and the F1 GP at Singapore. That's on my hit list for this weekend. But let's see what's going on over at Motor Trend. Once again, this is the streaming service from motortrendondemand.com. Let's see what they're showing live. And if we look, let's take a look here at this. So we have Saturday, September 21st, the Michelin Le Mans Cup qualifying at Spa. That's happening on Saturday. European Le Mans Series qualifying at Spa, also Saturday. GT Cup from Barcelona, Saturday. We get into the FIM Endurance World Championship on Saturday. That's great. I missed that in the schedule, but that's going to be covered on Motor Trend. Awesome. We get into the Euro Formula Open Race 1 at Barcelona. Also wasn't covered in my schedule, but being covered by Motor Trend On Demand. We move forward into the International GT Open Race 1 at Barcelona. And then continuation of the Michelin Le Mans Cup live. This is all on Saturday. Oh, nice. British Superbikes qualifying also on Saturday. That's great to know. Moving into TCR European Series at Barcelona, also on Saturday. This is a huge coverage weekend for Motor Trend. Then we get into Sunday, European Le Mans at Spa, being covered on Sunday, Motor Trend. It continues on Sunday with TCR European Series Race 2. Wow, more British Superbikes, races 1 and 2 on Sunday. The International GT Open Race 2 at Barcelona, Sunday. Euro Formula Open Race 2. And the GT Cup Open Race 2 at Barcelona, also on Sunday. And that's going to conclude the coverage at Motor Trend On Demand. Once again, I do not have any affiliation with Motor Trend On Demand. I just absolutely love the service. And all of you know that. So, yeah, I am very high on that service. It works out great for me. It streams beautifully. Everything runs like butter. No issues. I think if you have a solid internet connection or a very solid LTE signal, you're fine. I've never had a single hiccup or blip or anything with the service. It's run like butter for me. Let's take a quick look at the other service that I like to use, which is motorsport.tv. So if you go www.motorsport.tv, and let's take a look at what they have going on right now. Something said live now. Live now, send down. Oh, TCR Australia is live right now. Awesome. Let's see what they have. So right now on motorsport.tv, they're covering the Australian S5000 Championship, and then they're also covering the TCR Australia. That's what's live right now. After that coverage, and then we move into Saturday, and we'll see more Australian S5000 Championship, the NASCAR Whelen Euro Series live racing on Saturday, FIA Karting Europe live racing. I didn't cover that in my schedule, but it's good to see motorsport.tv covering that. They had a little bit of a light weekend with their coverage last weekend, but this is awesome to see that they're really on top of a lot of things this weekend. Continuing on Saturday, Formula Regional European Championship, Barcelona, race 1. Also, the Formula Regional, I'm sorry, the NASCAR Whelen Euro Series Live Racing Hockenheimring Elite 1, race 1. Wow. And then also on Saturday, Red Bull Moto GP Rookies Cup Live Racing, race 1, also on Saturday. NASCAR Whelen Euro Series Live Racing at the Hockenheimring Elite 2, race 1. This is good stuff. TCR Europe Live Racing Barcelona, race 1. Formula Regional European Championship Barcelona, race 2. The Australian S5000 Championship Qualifying Heat 2. The TCR Australia Live Racing, race 2. And then also race 3. Wow. And that's all on Saturday with motorsport.tv. And then on Sunday, they go a little bit light. On Sunday, they have the Australian S5000 Championship, the feature race. Then we get into the Super GT Live Racing. Awesome at Sugo. That's pretty sick. I might have to dial into that and catch up on that. And then they have the FIA Karting Europe Live Racing, which is the FIA European KZ2 Academy Championship Round 3. Guys, huge racing weekend, all across the board, both in schedule and with the amount of coverage, and just racing that is going to be covered on the TV that you can dial in, you can watch. Wow, I'm pretty excited about that. Listen, as always, I thank you very much for joining me for the race weekend schedule. I'm really excited about this weekend. I hope everyone has a fun, safe weekend. Please, if you don't mind, to support the channel at any point in time, just go ahead and click on that little subscribe button. If you like and enjoy, please share videos, subscribe. I appreciate the support. Stay tuned. There's a lot more of the interview Flying 118 Motorsports interview series coming. More current news. I have some special guests lined up to join me with some current news. So a lot going on. A lot of good stuff on in the forecast also. I have a couple things in the cooker. So I know in the coming weeks, months, I think everyone is going to be pleasantly surprised. A lot of nice stuff in the pipeline. But thank you again. Hope everyone enjoys the race weekend, and be safe and have a great night. Thank you very much.